Welcome back, Canes family. Back in the booth for another film review. Cam Vaughn, the transfer receiver over from West Virginia, 6'2.5", 185. You guys saw him have 2 touchdowns in the spring game. Let's get into it. I thought he was going to be more possession type. I didn't see how explosive he was. His film is very intriguing. They motion over to a too high. The DB doesn't get any hand on him. You would think this would be a whole shot. However, the quarterback just still launches it. Now it's just a 50-50 ball down the air, down the field, and he snatches this thing out the air. I'd like to see some of this explosiveness he has on tape. It is popping. I'm actually very high on his stock. I think the quarterback play at West Virginia was trash. And even if he's a 40 to 50 snap guy here at Miami, even if he doesn't start, look at that, attacking it with his hands, playing like a big play receiver downfield. I mean, I'm in on him. I thought he was going to be a possession guy. By now I'm confident he could still be a possession receiver. However, when Madley's getting that coverage, attention, Cooper Barkay's getting that coverage attention, we'll have him downfield, and that's intriguing. This is cover one from BYU, who was a playoff contender all the way to the end. Canes fans will actually remember this play. This is the Derrick King, Rhett Lashley. Nice to see people still using that because it was a lovely play. Here we are one-on-one. He's going to recreate the line of scrimmage. So you see how this guy's playing soft press. So he's around 3 yards off. He gets eats that cushion up and then makes his move, and now he's gone. Vertical threat off the setup. Nice patience at the line of scrimmage. He's a big play threat, big body. Again, I don't think the quarterback play did him much justice going through this, all 22. He should have probably had a couple more touchdowns. However, he can create separation. He can be a big play threat down the field. So a little bit, surprised with the level of, downfield threat ability he has. Shows some smoothness, some route running ability here. They're playing zone. However, they check man here to the right on Vaughn. He's going to cook this guy with a sluggo, right? 3 steps in, 3 steps out. Quarterback throws it to him, plays through contact. One hand goes ahead. My bad, I paused at the wrong time. Plays through contact. Lovely. Fights through one hand, gets the ball, and then secures it again. I'm going to the ground. You'll see it a little bit better on this angle. Great job here. 1, 2, 3. Get out of there. Big play ability. See, that's what we talking about. Fighting through contact. Yo, the ref ain't throw a flag on this. It was definitely a flag. Just go make the play instead. Plays like this is where he shows he has that ability to be, make those contested catches and make those possession receiver like plays here. DB's giving him hella cushion. He's bailing. Got a curl route here. Great job snatching that thing out the air. Again, strong hands. You saw that first touchdown with the, over the safety versus Utah. I mean, extension away from his hands. That's why, I feel like he could find his niche, getting consistent targets in the offense, but then start getting those one-on-one plays downfield. This is what I mean about potentially getting them those one-on-one coverage, opportunities. This is prior year at Jacksonville State. He went from FCS to, Power 4. And played pretty well. Actually, no, Jacksonville State, they were G5, and then he went up. So he went from G5 to Power 4, still was, very successful. Again, with the sluggo, there's no help over the top here. This is a straight up cover 0. This is a get that DB to break. This is what you call creating separation. This DB almost fell. You love to see it. Again, I think he exceeds expectations and becomes a focal part with the offense and the passing attack. I think we really go 6, 7 deep at receiver with a lot of touches to go around. Now we jump into some RPO action here. The AR4 wide, showing cover 2, a 2 high safety at least. They shift that into a 1 high look with this motion. RPO, pull it. Great hands, is able to split between that vacant spot when their safety shifts over and split for a long 70-plus yard touchdown. Again, explosive threat. Probably more explosive than Canes fans realized. And then boom, hands, baby. This is what I like to see. Straight hands, pluck that thing out the air, tuck it, and get gone. I mean, I think he could be a big play threat. Another vertical shot here. Going to recreate the line of scrimmage. 1-2 double stick on the DB's toes. To the crib. Blur. And you're going to talk some ish too, which I like. This is going to wrap up the preview that you guys are going to see on Twitter, but it's Hail Mary time. It's 4 seconds left. Everybody does not read this ball correctly. Only one person does, and he's wearing a Miami Hurricanes uniform right now. Just a great job actually tracking this football. He's in the back of the pile right now. Everybody's looking, everybody's looking. He's able to spot those white stripes and track it while everybody's mistiming it over there. This is a big time play. You see everybody's face here. I understand. Able to track that over. Big time, big time. Here versus cover three look, gonna be running that curl. Just a friendly route runner here. This is an opposite hash throw. So again, this is a very far throw for the quarterback. You have to get out of your break in 3 steps. Right, left, right. He's able to get so even with a little bit of a slip at the top. And then you see how he opens back out to the sideline. So that even though the ball wasn't the best because of how far of a throw it is, I mean, you can't expect college quarterbacks to throw it to the sideline all the time, especially with the level of quarterback play at West Virginia that I see on tape. It's just a friendly route running, encouraging that ball to protect it from harm's way on that long throw by getting in between the defender by running that route correctly. Now he's playing some man again, going against a man again, and you're going to see that route running ability. This is a route he definitely has in his repertoire. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Miami come with it. I love the physicality this time. He was last time we seen him run the sluggo, there was people off him. He's going to push this guy, make him feel that threat and bite really on that slant because he's getting mush. He's like, oh man, this guy's got to go. He's being physical. He's going to hit it and run. And then he puts his foot in the ground and creates a ton of separation to get downfield and make this play. You like to see guys with size play like they got size here. Hitch here. You cannot let the first guy tackle you. Get the ball quick to him in space. Spins off one guy. He's going to stiff arm another one and break another tackle. Doesn't go down to the ground. Going upfield. Again, this is what you want to see. He is 6'2 and a half, 185, 190. That's a tough tackle. So again, I like it. I really like it. I see the vision, man. We is deep. We is deep. Canes fans, another treat. The Rhett Lashley plays back. This time we got Vaughn here in the slot. And if it wasn't for all this pressure, this is definitely a touchdown. One-on-one eats the cushion upfield for a slant. For a post. Has to stop and catch this ball. If it wasn't for this pressure, I think this quarterback probably could have stepped in it a little bit more. This is why I said their quarterback play wasn't the best. Because you're scary. You have 3 yards of separation. You're supposed to step into that or at least get more on it. He has to stop for that ball to make a big catch down the field. Talking about playing big, this last play. And here, I'm not going to record any stats for it, but this is what we call playing big. Man coverage here versus Utah. Guy is being aggressive. He has to grab and hold him. See that line of scrimmage, that release? He's able to use his hands. He's a big receiver. He doesn't have to just always make people miss. Puts that hand on him, is able to dislodge and get downfield on that cornerback who has no choice but to grab and pull and hold him literally 30 yards downfield. He's holding him the entire way, and that became from his strength, running through there, fighting through that contact, able to get those calls. Like this is 2 wide. They're going to motion him over. It's man coverage, get him a head start on this drag, get him one-on-one in open field. He's able to make that tackle. Again, you got to play big. He's going to get upended here for a flip, but you got to play big. They're scheming this matchup one-on-one with the corner and you in space, so banking on their big receiver to just literally run through it. It looks like he didn't even get phased by this tackle attempt. We'll wrap this up. Here's this hitch throwing a little bit inside, which would have liked to see this be outside shoulder type of throw. Throws him inside, able to step in between and break that tackle. So again, great concentration, not being scared, showing strong hands. He catches that away from his chest. Out with there, even with impending contact or pending contact. Like to see it, the toughness, overall skill, the ability to consistently make that first guy miss is something that I'm really into, and I'm very happy that he is a Hurricane. So I think now is just the time for Canes fans to really understand that this room is going to be deep and explosive, and I will be showing you each one of those new additions. We have 8, we have 3 or 7 actually. We have 3 transfer receivers and 4 incoming high schools. Get ready, Canes fans. Let's go.